He's a good boy who never stops. He's always taking back. He's a good boy who never stops. He's always taking back.
Hi everyone. Metal Gear. Hi everyone. Hi Louis. Hi Bear. Hi Halligan. Hi No. Hi Law. Hi BBmon. Hi Gale. Hi Mudo. Hi Ultraplex. Hi Doc. Sorry. Welcome. Hi Meadow. Hi everyone. Hello. How's everyone? How's everyone been? Is my tracking not picking? I don't know. Nice. That will help. Maybe that will help. Meow 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 meow. Okay, that'll do. I don't know why. Anyway, hi everyone. How's everyone been going? I hope you've all been well. Sorry if my voice is a bit strange. I've been under a lot of stress, so it feels like it's a bit different from my perspective, but I can't tell if it actually sounds any different. It probably doesn't. Sneaky, you must escort John Cena. Oh my gosh. This is the most important mission ever. It's been a good morning, but it'll also be a hot night. Oh no. Oh no. I hate summer. I'll keep saying that as long as summer continues to exist. Yeah. Heat wave 2 of the summer is upon us. No. No. I must admit I wasn't really feeling up to streaming, and I kind of like sat here for for like an hour debating whether or not I wanted to stream. But I thought, well, it's literally either I stream a game and maybe have some fun, or go to bed and probably just yeah. So I thought this was probably the better option of the two. I'm tired. I started a new job tomorrow and they start at 4 a.m. every day. Oof! Oof! Ouch! Owie! Oh, that's hard. I hope it goes well for you though. I hope it goes well for you. I'm sure you'll get used to it in time.
The nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox
I've been playing
Archipelago
Musume for 4 hours. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
being led by members of Foxhound.
This is a really beautiful game.
They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss, and they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon. You'll have 2 mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson.
Donald
And the president
Anderson.
of Armstech, Kenneth Baker. Both are being held as hostages. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike, and stop them if they do.
What's the insertion method?
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim.
Ooh. It's such a good cutscene.
Special Forces Unit Foxhound.
Such a good
Your
cutscene.
former unit, and one that I was a commander of.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mattis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter.
Beautiful
Boy
and
Octopus,
deadly.
Master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound squad leader,
Bum
Liquid
bum.
Snake.
Liquid Snake.
Snake.
The man with the same code name as you. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes, this is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
It's such a beautiful game. I really think the texture warping, the pixelated textures, they just look so beautiful. I really, really like them. uh, let's fucking go! Hi, Andor. I only played one Metal Gear Solid, Twin Snakes on the GameCube. They should make another good Metal Gear Solid sometime. They should. I hope they do something with the series eventually. You must use the technique the Tibetan monks gave you. Wait, you aren't Batman? I love Metal Gear. Yippee! I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I've talked about this before, but I'll go through it again just because my cousins grew up with Metal Gear Solid, but I was never allowed to play it because it was too violent for me. We got training. Maybe we'll do that special. Oh, that's right. Previous operations. Metal Gear Solid 2. I didn't know there was some kind of a write-up for these ones. Yeah, so I wasn't allowed to play them because they were too violent for me. Even though my younger cousin was a little bit younger than me and my older cousin was only a few years older, it was still too violent. I wasn't allowed, so I never got to play the first one. And then I never got to play the second either because then yeah, and then eventually I was old enough to be able to play them, and I played Metal Gear Solid 3 and I loved it. And I remember taking it to my cousins and being like, "Oh, do you want to have a go at this?" And you always used to talk about it, and then they basically played it for like 5 minutes of like, "Oh yeah, it's pretty cool. It sure looks nice," and then they never did anything with it again. But I ended up really enjoying Metal Gear Solid 3, and then I played over time I played Peace Walker and Metal Gear Solid 4 and 5. So I've kind of done the series in like a bit of a wonky order. I played like a good maybe quarter of Metal Gear Solid 1 years ago. Like years and years ago. But it was I stopped because it was like, oh, I should stream this one day. I should stream this blind one day. I think that would be fun. So I that's what I did, and yeah. It's a good thing that her superpowers being deadly with a gun and being beautiful. It is. It has to be both. What are you playing this on? This is the PSX Hi, welcome. My introduction was also Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. I'm super excited for Delta. I'm rather excited too. I've talked about this before, but I like seeing things that are familiar through a slightly different lens. I actually think that the original Metal Gear Solid 3 is actually more beautiful than the Delta remake, but it's still going to be interesting to see whatever they get up to. You played it in a weird order, but you almost did it in chronological order. Yeah, almost. I yeah. I can't remember. I think the order that I finished them in was 3, then 4, then I think I did Peace Walker and then 5. Because I wanted to. Oh, why not? I wanted to. Is this tutorial? Is this it's not tutorial. That doesn't seem like a tutorial. This doesn't seem like a tutorial. Tutorial how to play. Okay, we'll give it a go. Bum, 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 bum. No! You know what happened was I was trying to lean against the wall, but the analog stick kind of like, I don't remember. I feel like, maybe using the D-pad is the better option here, to be honest. Yum. Maybe I'm just a D-pad kind of girl. Congratulations, you failed basic braining. Can't take anymore, Kojima, please make him stop. Boko, welcome! Hi, Lily! Hi, Poppy! Sorry, we've got another Lily, so I'll call you Poppy if you're okay. What would you actually prefer, I should ask? Use the radar and it. Yeah, okay. Enemy soldiers cannot see behind them. Well, maybe they should try harder then. Maybe they should try harder. Would you? The D-pad is very good from my experience, especially in old PS1 games and fighting games. Yeah, I genuinely tend to prefer it as well. Even for games that have like 3D movement, you wouldn't think that it would be better than an analog stick, but it can. Sometimes it really can be. It just depends on the game. Because like the thing is, if you're again like in Metal Gear, if you're leaning against a wall and like your analog stick or your thumb like wobbles a little bit and then you suddenly like slide off the wall, then at least if you're playing it with the D-pad, if you're holding up, then it's just up. Or I guess you could do it with an arcade stick as well. I appreciate that the Metal Training Mode music and the Training Start jingle are both Metal Gear 1 remixes. I was actually thinking about streaming Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2. I like how they said crawl when necessary, but they didn't explain how. I like that yeah. I guess I'm just I guess the Metal Gear muscle memory from the other games comes through for me. Speaking of fighting games, I grabbed Grand Blue Fantasy Versus Rising yesterday and nearly instantly gravitated towards Vera. Oh yeah, Vera is my if I was to pick like a two, it's the sheep girl and the blonde night lady, not Catalina, the other one. I think Catalina's got more like caramelly hair. But if Vera is the one I'm thinking of, wait, is Vera the one I'm thinking of? I'm not actually sure. Vera Graham. Yeah, no, I like Vera. Not related, but I miss when Kojima was just, not as known in Hollywood. So these games just feels like he's biting every actor he can get his hands on. It does feel a bit like that, yeah. I mean, the thing is, I don't really care about celebrities anyway, so even if they make a cameo, I'm probably not going to pick up on it. I think it's cooler when, wait, hang on. I think it is kind of cooler when there are like directors in, like, I love Del Toro in Death Stranding. I thought his appearance was really cool. I didn't really know any of the other actors. They could have been nobodies for all that I know. Um, I don't get anything out of celebrities, and I never have really. Yeah, if you do play the original Metal Gears, play the MSX versions. Yeah, I would. Vera is the yandere swordswoman who loves Catalina. Yeah, that's why I like her. It's the toxic Yuri. The NES versions are good in their own way, but not the originals, obviously. Find the best route and head for the goal. Some routes are less guarded than others. Oh my gosh. Badoo. Don't you dare turn around. Impressive, Snake. Head for the goal and avoid making loud footsteps in the differently colored areas of the floor. Oh, how? Okay. Wait. No, not that button. Not that button. That button? Is that what it means? I don't think there's any other button I can... Let me look this up. Let me look this up. Middle. Here. Solid. Solid 1. Slow walk. You can walk if you flick L1 and R1 rapidly. No, I'll just crawl. I'll just crawl. Glad training and stealth being seen bad. Yeah. It's not good to be seen. I actually really like the VR missions append disc for this one. Some ways it's better than the original game, but only some. I remember my cousins really enjoyed playing them because I used to. That was the only thing I was allowed to watch. I wasn't allowed to see the main game, but I was allowed to watch the VR missions. So I did see some of the VR. It did look kind of fun. Actually, no, it looked really boring. That was what my impression was. I was like, what's the point? This seems to, why is everything weird shapes? Why are they so excited about this? Well, avoiding the cameras directly underneath each camera is a blind spot. Ah, good to know. I like Death Stranding, but it's funny that Conan O'Brien of all people survived the apocalypse. Yeah, I really like Death Stranding too. Well, not the two. I like the first one. I haven't really played much of the second yet, just because everything's been too much for me at the moment. But yeah, no, I did think that was funny. Head for the goal, staying out of the enemy soldiers' field of vision. Crouch to hide behind low walls. Yippee! Bup, 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 bup. Bup, bup, bup. The one bad thing about old games is that you sometimes they say absurd things and expect you to have read the manual. I do own the original Metal Gear. Be careful about leaving footprints and head for the goal. The enemy soldiers will follow them if discovered. Bup, 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 bup. Believe in Lexi, thank you. Hi, Louie. Stay hydrated. Imposter check. I don't quite know where my copy of Metal Gear Solid 1 is at the moment, though. It's over there somewhere. Meow. No, I thought I was being smart. Well, they said be careful about leaving footprints. But it doesn't. There's like no way to
Whose footprints are these?
loser.
Whose footprints are these?
Bup, bup, bup. Bup, bup, bup. I thought they wanted me to not use any on the road, plus my battery's at 20%. Oh no, drive safely, Millie. Fun fact, there was a massive plot hole in Metal Gear lore until the very end of the main series with Metal Gear Solid 5. Interesting. I know a bit about Metal Gear lore, but obviously not everything because of... I've tried my best to... Wait, what did they say? I didn't read what the mission objective was. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
What was that noise?
I don't know how I knew to do that. Again, just like Metal Gear intuition from Metal Gear Intuition. I had the limited edition version, but I opened and used everything. The soundtrack, the t-shirt, hung the dog tags on my wall until they rusted everything. Oh, that's really cute. That's really nice though. I mean, special edition stuff is there to be used. It's not there to be well, I mean everyone can do what they like with their stuff, but it's good that you got some use out of it. It's said to knock on the walls to track the guards. Apparently these ones are blind and deaf. Head for goal using all the skills you've learned. Watch out for the searchlight. Huh, no one tells me what to do. Doo. No.
Who's that?
When I played Metal Gear Solid 1 like years ago, the little bit that I did, I was like, oh my gosh, wait, this is really fun. I did see a review that was on Steam that was like, Metal Gear Solid is just like so garbo, trashy, poo-poo butts. So hard to control, everything's so archaic. I do wonder whether like I exist on like the same planet as other people sometimes. Badoo. No. Feminine urge to knock on the wall. No! You're cheating. Actually, I know what to do. The plot hole is simply that while playing as Solid Snake in one of the original Metal Gears, you kill. Oh yes, yes. No, I remember. I remember all that. Yeah. Or maybe it was all planned from the start. Maybe it was all planned from the start. Badoo. Mods ban the AI for cheating. Yeah. Impressive, Snake. Time attack mode. Save the game. Remember when we were playing Pattern TV? I miss Pattern TV. I think I need to create another save file for for Pattern TV. Unfortunately, both of my pets have failed me. Echo turned into a psychopath, and just started kidnapping everything, which resulted in them soft locking themselves. And then Lexi is like too squishy and fragile. Lexi's the pet into the TV that I named her after me. She's too squishy and fragile, but also too curious, and she keeps blowing herself up with the bomb. And then has to retreat, so neither of them can complete the P zone. In Metal Gear, the Phantom Planes, the one who actually died was... Yeah. Normal hard, radar off. Oh. I don't know about radar off. I don't know. I feel like the Solus on radar is just so iconic. Radar off is a pain in some areas. Yeah. I don't know. It's just so. Normally I go for the hard mode, but if it's mostly just, does it increase the difficulty for other things as well? Necessary boss fight with an entire helicopter is very difficult without the radar. I see. Please do be careful not to spoil too much. Just because we're getting nothing's actually being spoiled, but yeah. I'd prefer people to be vague if possible. You ever have to download every MiHoYo game so your stuff isn't permanently deleted? That's me today. Eh? Wait, why? What happened? Why would your stuff be deleted? I'll just go normal or hard or normal or hard. Let's create a poll. Let's create a poll. Poll. Which difficulty? Normal. Hard. Very cool. Very. Let's put on for 3 minutes. That'll do. So basically, you really lose resource capacity as you go up the difficulties. Very little else changes. Well, we'll see what everyone we'll see what everyone else thinks I should do. We'll see what people think. Normal. Oh. People are favoring normal. No, hard mode's catching up. Hard mode is catching up. Uh-oh. I think I did beat all of the... Well, I never beat Metal Gear Solid 3 on hard mode because I was completely new to it at the time and it was too intimidating to even attempt hard mode. Also, Metal Gear Solid 3 was pretty difficult even with hard mode. Even on normal mode. But I did beat Metal Gear Solid 4 on the hardest difficulty, and 5? Did they even have that as an option of 5? I know I did in Peace Walker, I think. Wait, does Peace Walker have Peace Walker difficulty setting? I'm pretty sure I did. Oh no? there's no difficulty saying, oh, there you go. I don't know, maybe I didn't do it in Metal Gear Solid 5 hard as the Lexi way. It's true. It's true. I don't think Metal Gear Solid 5 had difficulties. Yeah, I don't think it did. It was kind of easy as well, so that's probably why. That's probably why. I didn't really enjoy Metal Gear Solid 4 on hard mode, except for the very, very final boss fight, which kind of caught me off guard. And if you were playing on like the harder difficulty, it's kind of like, wait, you want me to do what? They just had chicken hat fail safe. Oh yeah, I remember the chicken hat. That was a very funny easy mode. That was a very funny easy mode. What did everyone get up to over the weekend? When did I stream last? It was Saturday, wasn't it? I don't think I streamed yesterday. Or was it Friday? I don't I don't remember. I don't remember. Let me check. I can figure this out. Oh, it was a couple of days ago. Okay. Pause ended. Which difficulty? Normal mode. Okay, I guess we'll have to play it on hard mode then. I think you go uber hard and beat every Metal Gear, no alarm. No, I'm never doing that. No alarm is boring. No kills is kind of more fun. But I've kind of been thinking that maybe I just murder everyone. Maybe this is the Lexi murder arc. I've gone through a lot of stealth games playing them like completely non-lethally. And I think the last one I did that with was Dishonored, and it kind of didn't make it very fun for me. Like the combination of the hard mode and the non-lethal.
It'll be through here. I know it. I'm going to swat down a couple of bothersome flies.
So maybe this is the time that Lexi kills everyone. James Flinders. Can only imagine how long the story would take you to sit down and Metal Gear Solid 3.
Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface. But make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to contact you, the codec will beep.
Beep
When you
beep.
hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
I can only imagine how long the story would take if you did the Metal Gear Solid 3. That's what I've been thinking of. Okay. Doo. Now, what's the choke button? Oh, there you go. Lexi Murderer, go! Russian. I only play Metal Gear. I play Metal Gear and Hitman the same way. I try to be a quiet mouse, and if go south, we're going to have a pile of bodies. That's a good strategy to I think. Wait. Ah. No! Okay, perfect. What's the oh, that's the okay. Sorry, just getting used to it. So that's the grubby choky button. That's the punchy button. Russian, nice. That's the first person button. Look at those reflections. Beautiful. I just love the way that this game looks. Oh no, I forgot which button was which. I forgot which button was which. There we go. I got my punchy and my choky buttons confused again. So sorry. Sorry. It took me like 15 minutes at least to go down that damn river after killing 400. That's why I think it would be funny. That's why I think it would be funny and good. Because it would be funny to have like a 20-30 minute sorry boss fight. It'd be like, well, this isn't the consequences of my own actions. Another thing I always thought when I was little was that, like, why don't they have faces? Because I was always like, well, Ape Escape has faces that animate. Why can't Metal Gear? If Metal Gear is so good, then why doesn't Metal Gear have faces? Why don't they have faces? I think though the last time I played it, which was again years ago, and how I currently feel is the same, which is that I think it's kind of the same way that a JRPG kind of works, whereas you can't see their facial expressions, but providing you can see them emote through their body, then it's fine. Imagine you break out of a gated death roll and shoot it only for its ghost to give you the ghost gated death roll. Snake has the same biology of a monster hunter.
It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake.
Excellent,
Age hasn't slowed
Snake.
you down one bit.
Thanks to the VR training I did on board the Discovery.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Take it easy, I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Behind D. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no idea. But it
Russian
looks like our little
gunship?
diversion got their attention. Now's your best chance to slip in unnoticed.
Bye, Laura. Have a great day at work. Hard. Nerd. hard mode. Kojima is a genius. Did you see his interview where he said he stashed a flash
There are
drive with
only
games and
18
ideas
hours
for
left until
people
their
when he
deadline.
dies?
You've
Aww.
got to hurry.
Wow, he must be crazy to fly behind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system.
This is so
Contact her if
radar.
you have any questions about either of them.
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so...
Snake.
cute.
You're
Okay,
just
that's fine.
flattering me.
No, I'm serious. Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 18 hours.
Come on. I can't believe I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake. But I'm surprised. You're very frank for a trained killer.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to learning about the man behind the legend.
I compounded my sins by just throwing guards on electric fences and dropping off villages for fun.
Contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice. I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
Remember, except for your binoculars, you're naked.
Doc, sorry, thank
need
you
to
so much
arm
for the
yourself with
follow.
whatever
Thank
weapons
you.
You can find.
I remember. First I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
Oh,
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You never know.
there's a camera
If you want
there.
to get in, there's the front door. It's the fastest way, but there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
I can't just knock on the door and ask them to let me in. There's one sentry on the left and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
What about the air duct near the door? There should also be a duct on the second floor.
I can't see it from here.
I'll let you decide the best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake.
Oh, God, over there. Whoa. Can't go this way. Hi, Celeste. Hi, welcome. How are you? Oh, there's something good in the middle. If we go around that way, we might. So, camera there. I was like. Well, at least we can go grab that ration now. I was trying to be so careful. Whoop. Okay, thank you. Go back to your patrol route. This guy over there. No. Okay, look, just kill me, whatever, I don't care. I'm super eepy and tired. I hope you feel less eepy soon. I remember renting the GameCube remake as a kid, and when I was a kid, the AI told me because if they hear something or see your footsteps, so they just don't forget about it, they raise the alarm. Everybody's looking for you and they don't stop. Yeah, it could be stressful. I remember most of my playthrough of Metal Gear Solid 3, it was just like alerting the guards constantly. I guess I could try like sneaking around in my belly. Maybe that will maybe that will help. Oh, there's the guard. You don't see me, you don't see me, you don't see me. Haha. No! Okay, we'll get this eventually. It's oh, thank you for the stretch. Sorry if I accidentally pressed stretch twice, you did it, don't worry. In hindsight, it makes some more intense stealth gameplay, but as a kid, I was like, kids don't like things that are difficult. Kids don't like things that are difficult. It's a very normal,
Whose footprints are these?
whose footprints are these? Sorry, I want to, ration? No more rations. Okay. So we know that there's a guard over there. There's a camera up there. I can't quite see where the guard is though. There's definitely going to be a lot of first person checking the camera. Oh, there's that guard. Okay. Well, at least we know. Kids don't like to lose. Yeah. Kids really just don't like things that are difficult. They want them to be easy. If it's easy, then it's good. If it's hard, then it's bad. But it kind of changes as you get older. Like again, for me, the game that changed my perspective on things was Jak 2 on PlayStation 2. Because that game was really good and fun, and I liked it. Whoops. Chaff grenades. Is that a camera?
A surveillance camera?
I already did the thing. A surveillance camera? So there's a guy up there. We know there's another camera over that way. Whoop, here's the thing. Stockholm. So camera there. Yippee! I can hear someone. Let's wait for them to turn back where they came from. No! Um... Oops, I accidentally used all my stun grenades. Oh! No! Okay, well. At least we learnt some things. Snake! You're going to be hearing that a lot. I don't know about the OG on PS1, but the GameCube remake definitely had a difficult where like you're constantly getting caught and dying and it feels like bashing your head against the wall. And something clicks and you just seem to know how to do it all of a sudden. I know that this is like dramatically easier if you aren't an idiot like me and play on hard mode. But I don't know, I'm kind of enjoying the challenge. Maybe the analog stick would help as well. No, it definitely doesn't help. Ah. No. A real life VTuber. Hi Eddie. Hi, welcome. I always figured that Silicon Knights made Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain, Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem, Metal Gear Solid, Twin Snakes. I always just think of them as the Blood Omen people. I always think of them as the Eternal Darkness people. That's what I always think of. Meow. 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 No, you're not supposed to see me here. Ha ha ha. It's like, where did he go? Come back. I'm trying so hard to strangle you out. Thank you for dying. Thank you for dying. I don't think there was a guy around here. Oh. I don't think there's a guy around there. My name, hi, welcome. I feel like things are more fun when they're cruel and painful. I hope it doesn't get boring, but I feel like there's kind of like a
Footprints of these.
Whose footprints are these? But should be fine. Okay, there's another guy over there. Okay, that's the guy from upstairs. Oh, there he is. There he is. That's the one that I couldn't find before. PC Freak, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. I'm not here. I'm not here. I'm not here. Turn around. Thank you. Get wrecked, Lisa. I thought he was sleeping the last time. I thought that was the guy from. Oh, you know, I've done this mission a couple of times in the past, and I've always gone upstairs. I've always gone upstairs, so why not we could try going downstairs for a change.
A surveillance camera?
A surveillance camera? Sonic Man, thank you so much for the follow, thank you. Cruel and painful, yeah. Ooh. My stun grenades now. I could use another chaff grenade to get through here. Why not? Let's treat ourselves. Bad time for this. Oh, how did I? Oh, eh, eh, eh. There is some fun to be drawn from besting a ridiculous challenge, but I've never enjoyed doing that personally. It's probably my favorite thing. In the OG console version or the Solid Snake collection, it's the OG version, yeah. This is my box. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Hi, Mullet. It's important to take ownership of your box. Don't let anyone take it away from you. A fun fact, the reason they chose Ahsoka and Famous, despite being widely known far from home in the local shown in Metal Gear Solid, is because they're both boxy and easy to model on the PlayStation 1.
Snake, this is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a drill instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new
Hi
generation.
Neil, hi, welcome.
Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about survival in a harsh environment. I've lived in Alaska longer than you, so call me if you have any questions about the flora or fauna out here. My frequency is 141.80. Those mice are Alaskan field mice. Don't worry, they can't hurt you. Wild field mice don't have a thick layer of fat, but they can still survive the bitter winters here without hibernating. They dig tunnels under the snow. That's where they stay warm.
Survival specialists, huh? I should learn from them.
But there's a dark side too. Sometimes the males will kill and eat offspring that's not their own.
To ensure
Oh.
the survival of their own genes, right?
Yeah, pretty brilliant program, huh? If there are mice, that means there must be an exit somewhere. Follow the mice.
Okay, well if the exit is that way, then that means the secret chaff grenade horde is over this way. I play video games. I know how this works. I'm so excited for Cyberpunk Edgerunners Part 2. You know, I never finished I did mean to, but I never finished the first Edgerunners. But I really enjoyed what I... No, more rations! Boo! Boo! Down with rations! Down with rations! There's going to be a crossover with Wuthering Waves as well. It makes me want to play it. I'm glad this game came out like 8 years ago. I'm not totally old. Yeah. The PSX is still pretty. It's still pretty modern, right? It's still pretty modern. I've never been down this way. Every single time I always go the same way. I do like doing things the exact same way. Just felt like doing things a little bit differently today. I have a question. Can we upgrade the life bar at all? Because it's very small. It's very small, and even if it took more damage, I would like it to be bigger. Have you heard of this console coming out called the Xbox? Oh my gosh, is that? Oh, that sounds like crazy. That sounds crazy. I think it only updates after bosses. Oh, I see. I see. Okay, let's go back the other way now. I want to go the top way. I don't like going down the bottom. It's scary. I don't know where anyone is. Eggbox. Are you watermelon? Who would ever get an Xbox when the Dreamcast exists? The Dreamcast is the future. The Dreamcast is the future. Have you guys played Illblade? If you haven't, then you need to play it immediately. It's incredible. Oh, I wouldn't mind replaying Illbleed at one point. I feel very nostalgic towards it. It was a very fun time. I could actually wait, where's the yeah. Sorry, I don't want to do. I want to go out the same way. Oh wait, there's a camera above me, isn't there? Surely the camera won't see me. This is his fat legs are blocking the way. Just don't mind me. Soul Calibur 1 is a groundbreaking futuristic fighting game, always by mistake. Exactly! Sega always wins. But helps I remember the first PlayStation game that required joysticks. It was Ape Escape. I love Ape Escape. Ape Escape is my... Oh no! No. Okay, hang on. I need to... This is a matter of this is a matter of personal honor now. I need to be able... Wait, what if I just like pulled out this gun and then started like no, okay. What if I pulled out a stun grenade and was like... Okay, fine. I'll go the stupid bottom way. It's still good. I'll go the stupid bottom way. Wait, no. I can. Wait, there has to be a way. There has to be a out. This is the. How is he alive? I thought I killed everyone. Yom. Okay, fine. Whatever. Peak soldier. Things we still have common. That were still common in the PS1 era: VHS cassette tapes, public phones, AOL, Blockbusters, CRTs, and CDs. These things are all still common though, aren't they? These things are all still common. Hi Debbie, hi, welcome. Meep. Meep. What if I like crawled around? No, fine. I've made my grave. I'll go die in it, live in it.
What's wrong? Snake!
I remember seeing the Dreamcast for the first time at someone's house. They had Fantasy Star Online. It was like it came from another universe. Another Fantasy Star universe? Another Fantasy Star universe. That's a Fantasy Star joke. Everyone laugh. Ed, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. My bro really liked Fantasy Star Universe. Good taste. Deaf laughing of my own free will. Of course you are. Of course you are. Esther, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. Fine. I'll go make progress. I just want to go upstairs. It's not. Oh, fine. Just kill me now. Life is hard and cruel. It's annoying. Life is hard and cruel. Oh, there's a guy. Whoops. Don't mind me, just crawling over.
Use the elevator to change floors. There should be a cargo elevator that you can take down somewhere around there. Try to find it.
Try to find it. Okay. There's a guy around there. Well, that's the elevator, isn't it? Where is he? Oh, he's over there. Uh-huh. So he goes that way. Then he goes this way. And then he doesn't go this way. He just turns it. No, no. You didn't do what I wanted you to do. That's cheating. That's clearly cheating. You're not allowed to do that. Just dropping in as I'm happy to support another Aussie streamer. Hope you're doing well tonight. Keeping plenty warm. I know it's still early on, but I'm curious what you think of the game so far. I really like it. I'm playing it on a hard mode because of, I make good decisions. But yeah, I'm really enjoying myself. Use the elevator for your strange floors. Try to find it. Okay. Ah, there you are. And you go that way. Ha! Fools. No! Okay, well, let's try to... Sorry! I know that I don't need to kill everyone, but murder... I need to like methodically take every single one of them out. Crawling on the ground lets the player experience life as a snake. It's a true immersive experience. I wonder if Fantasy Star Online 2 is any good if I don't really care about playing New Genesis or whatever. I played a lot. I think it was a little bit of New Genesis. People seem to like it. Oh. No! That's not how it works. What did they get over there? Snake! 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 It's over, Lexi. We're all as fucking ancient as people living dinosaurs, seniority specialists, seasoned citizens. It's okay. You're only old if you feel like it. You're only old when you're dead. I see him. I didn't see him. I didn't see him. Kill Lexi! Tactical espionage action, but we only read the action parts. Go do crimes. Yeah! We need a murder! Okay, camera up there. Yay, murder! I feel old when I say I graduated high school in '09 and my girlfriend and I have known each other for 20 years. I think there's so much this is like a very VTuber-y thing as well. Like there's so much anti-aging comments. Like, oh, someone's 25, they're like a dinosaur. And like, no, shut up. You're not old until you're like 50. Did I kill them all? I hope so. I hope I murdered them all. Did I do a good job? Can we go into the tank? Let's find out. Oh, I can go into the tank. Yippee! As someone nearing 30, I appreciate... People like the thing that's crazy is that the same people that be like, oh, these people, oh, they're like 25, they're like 30, oh, they're like 35, oh, they're so old. They're going to get old one day. They're not safe. The 18, 20-year-olds that are being like, oh, it's so old, they're going to hit the age of 25, hopefully, 30, 35, 40, eventually. And then all of this like stuff that they've been saying, they're going to be like, oh, I'm so old. Get your head together early on. Don't let like the stuff that people are saying like psych you out. What's this do? Calling older people old derogatory is old people behavior to be honest. It is. Everyone's going to get like older and then they're going to get to like the age of 25, 30 and then could be like, oh, my life is over. But then there's been the ones that have been like psyching themselves out. When I was like turning, I don't know, when I was back in school, I basically decided that like any ideas about getting older was stupid because like I knew my teachers. I liked them. Some of them were like 20, 30, 40, 50. they're still full of life. Um, I don't know. It just you, you need to people need to sort their feelings out about these things. And I don't like all of the calling like VTubers hags, especially when it's like people that are like 25 and 30. That's not old. They're the ones that are going to end up like having an existential crisis. I don't think the people that they're calling old are actually like that affected by it. Yeah, maybe I'm being too passionate about it, but I don't know. It's just I've seen so many people like get panicky over age and feeling old and things like that, and it's just like um life is really difficult. Why give yourself like another thing to have an existential crisis about? Um, they could be safe. What if one of them is a Highland? Oh, true. I don't know, girl. I'm 31 and identify as a classic specimen. 31 isn't old. 31 isn't even old. It's not old at all. It's not old. Hag love. I do think I'm not sure how I feel about hag love, but I feel like spreading love to anyone. I think that that like loving, showing more love and expressing love for people as they age and expressing like I've also heard some people because I'm very into skincare and it's not because it's anti-aging, although that is I guess a benefit. But I I just really like I like having soft skin and I like taking care of myself. And I remember that there was like a little bit of a discourse being like, I'm not going to be ashamed of like my saggy skin and my jowls and whatever. But like I'm still going to keep it's like that's really good. Um but at the same time I'm going to keep trying to do things to keep myself like looking pretty if I can because that's something that makes me feel personally good. But at the same time aging is something and I think that like I think that like the effect that age has on like attractiveness is vastly like overstated. Um the amount of younger women I know that like absolutely go feral over like slightly older women is insane. And it's the same with like older men. Like older men are maybe it's just women like older people. Um but there's definitely like a lot of women that love people in their like their 30s, 40s, 50s. Um it's not over for anyone. It's not over. Every stage of life comes with its own drawbacks and benefits. Time is weird when you're young. It is. I hate the hag thing. I do too. I do too. Bold of you to assume I'm ever not having an existential crisis. Well, that's what I mean though. There's like lots of other things to have an existential crisis about. Why not just save yourself the hassle of having one about age as well? The tragedy of growing old isn't that you're old, it's that you're young. Exactly. Like the thing is, age is a lot about how you act. Um, I'm just thinking of like like the early modern period in England. People had a life expectancy of about like 35 to 40 because disease was so rife and rampant. Um, like for instance, you had to like prepare your winter mead, your winter alcohol, like months in advance because the only like non-polluted source of water to drink was the stuff that you brewed that was alcoholic. Like you couldn't just go to or it could be incredibly dangerous to just like go to the river and drink some water because you might die. Um, at the age of like 35 to 40 was was the end for a lot of people simply because like disease was so hard. But the age of marriage and everyone's like, oh, it must have been like 16 to 18. It must have been like Romeo and Juliet. The age of marriage for like young for rich people was like maybe 16 to like 21, the range of marriage for slightly poorer people or poorer people would peasants would have been like um 26 to 28, sometimes even like early 30s. Um and it was because you had to you had to make sure that you kind of could like support yourself. Life was too difficult to get married too early. You had to make sure that you were kind of like in a stable enough position. A lot of things are about like the place that you are in life. Like it has less to do with how many years have passed, and someone that's like, I don't know, 21, that's like the CEO of a company is probably going to be in like a vastly different position of power than someone else. Um, I'm going to get more tattoos. You should. It's also things like, um, oh, I can't dress this way anymore because I'm too old. Dress how makes you happy. Dressing like a grandma makes you look like a grandma, but someone that's like 20 can dress like a grandma. You know? And like if you want to look like a grandma, then that's good. It's good to look like a grandma. Um, if that's the style that you're going for. But like if you're like in your 50s or even 60s and you dress like someone who is like sort of like sexy and confident, you wear you're sort of like you carry yourself with confidence and you have pride in yourself and your appearance, then you can look like incredible. You can look incredible. It's a lot to do with like how you take care of yourself, what confidence you have. And again, confidence is very much like a fake it till you make it kind of thing. Like you don't have to actually be confident, you can just pretend. If you don't feel confident enough to do it, just give it a go. Often like the scariest thing isn't going out like dressed fashionably, it's putting on the clothes and then having the courage to walk out the door. You just need to like hold your head high. Um, I'm glad you feel that way. Lexi is so full of wisdom. Thank you. Wasn't it more that absolutely insanely high infant mortality brought the averages down? It was probably a combination of both of those things, yeah. Um, I want to be old so I can wear suspenders and the newsboy's hat. Old man aesthetic is in. Old men are in at the moment. Um, that's where I want to get with myself, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, I just think it's important. I just think it's important. Like I don't want to watch my friends like suffer because they're having a birthday. I don't even know how old I am anymore. I mean, I kind of do, but I also don't, you know? I just like after I turned like I don't know 23 or 24, it might have been like 25. I was just like, yeah, I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. I'm just not going to. I'm just going to enjoy my birthday. I'm going to enjoy my birthday and I'm going to have a great time and I'm going to enjoy opening my presents and having people tell me like happy birthday, Lexi, without having to worry about like getting older. I'm 36 and I started wearing heart-shaped sunglasses 2 weeks ago before I felt like it. Embryon, hi! Heck yes. Let's go. Let's go. That's awesome. That's awesome. I do think that it's like important to do the things that make you happy. Don't get like tricked into feeling like there's that you have to do things a certain way because like you're a certain age or something. You're as old as you want to be. Exactly, exactly, exactly. Um,
You're good.
I don't care what I've been with my girlfriend for like 20 years, and that's awesome. That's so cool. I'm so happy for you. Having like a relationship that long is awesome. Modern medicine has extended the maximum life length of a human life and brought the bottom line of life length up. Yeah, yeah. I also would say that if you're ever worried about your skin, start wearing sunscreen as like a basic thing. Especially if you're if you're white. Um it will do a lot to um the sun is like the major factor. Also, it's just good for you because then especially if you're in Australia, less to worry about like skin cancer and stuff like that. Double bonus, healthy makes you look better. Personally, I find like skincare so good for my mental health. I love um I love how my skin feels when it's moisturized. It makes me feel so happy. Happy birthday, Lexi, without having to worry about getting older. Thank you. Happy birthday, Lexi. Thank you. That's something I should really start doing. I really encourage people to skincare can kind of be a bit of a hole that you fall into, especially if I could give some advice, I would say sunscreen minimum. Sunscreen minimum. Sunscreen is the most important thing. Um if you only wanted to do like one thing, if you don't have any like acne or stuff to worry about, I would say like start moisturizing. Just get a moisturizer and just like slap it on after you have a bath. Then as an extra step, I would say like put a cleanser, cleanse your skin before you have a shower or a bath. And then if you want to do like an extra step, get something that's either like if you haven't done any skincare before, get something that's like focuses on being hydrating. So something with like a hyaluronic acid in it. Um and then like in terms of stuff that's like more be very careful about putting too much stuff on your skin, by the way. Um uh and you could also like try an exfoliant as well. I usually use a cleanser that exfoliates, so I don't have to worry about that step. And then as your like skin gets more used to it and you get more used to the skincare routine, I added retinol or retinol, which I think is a little bit better apparently. And that makes a big difference. It just makes me feel good about myself. I just like it. I just like it. The ad status I went from white to with is great. Didn't mean to make a link strike me down. No, it's fine. Are you hiding your birthday from me? Hi, Misty. Hi. No, my birthday was April 1st. It's not my birthday. Thank you, though. Thank you, though. How are you? Doo. Ha, you can't see me. You can't see me. I have. No. It's fine, I get to do some little bit of murder. No, I was the one that was murdered. I was the one that was murdered. Easy spaghetti in bed. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. April 1st kind of sus. I know. I know. It's not my fault. I was born on the worst possible birthday. Who's what? What? Sorry, I don't see you. I love how every time I turn in, it's nice to Alexi Fairy moments how it's playing a game of the house without healing, using only the basic weapon. Yeah. It's a blind playthrough of Metal Gear Solid on hard mode. What could go wrong? I'm not actually sure whether I like the fact that it's turned off the Solaton race because I think the Solaton is kind of iconic, you know? but we will see. Where'd he go? I can hear him, but I can't see him. Where did you go? Where did this man go? Oh, he's over there. Chloe, give me a moment. Wait, no, hang on. Where's... He's so fast! Come back here. Come back here so I can kill you. Kill you! No, I killed the other guy. That's cheating! I killed the other guy so... So it's actually April 1st. Yeah, it's actually April 1st. If you want to know how I know it was actually April 1st, one day I went to school and instead of giving my friends giving me a birthday cake, they gave me a birthday cake filled with laxatives. That's how you know you were born on April 1st. Kill that guy first. Okay, fine, whatever. 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 I didn't want to kill him anyway. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Ah, he's over there. Yay, murder! Does Metal Gear Solid 1 have a European extreme difficulty or is that Metal Gear Solid 2? I believe the GameCube remake does. Oh, interesting. Oh, it does have an extreme mode actually, no, but you have to unlock it, which is why I can't do it. I have to wait. I'm just going to wait here for a moment. You don't see me. I was actually thinking about playing some of the Splinter Cell games at some point. I think Splinter Cell is pretty fun. I think I kind of... Ow! I got a nerve pain in my wrist. His idea was hard mode. That was me! Everyone told me. I made a poll and I was asked like, oh, should I play Metal Gear on hard mode or normal mode or hard mode? And everyone voted, well, it was the normal mode won, and I was like, I'm just kidding, I'm doing hard mode anyway. Could be worse, could have been born on a leap year, birthday every 4 years. That is really sad. I remember when I was in my primary school, one of the kids was born on a leap year, and it was explained that because he had only had a because he was born in a leap year, he only he was only like two years old, and was like, haha. You're in year 3, but you're only 2 years old. Wait, what's this? Can I go up here? No. Cameras are my enemies. Ooh, okay. I don't think there's another camera around here. Oh, there is. Did you know that Lunacid has an old-timey difficulty slider? I did, because I just played Lunacid and I turned the difficulty up. I didn't turn it all the way up though, because I thought that the harder difficulty was not very fun. Because all it did was like all it did was make like your damage really low and make the enemy health bars and the enemy damage like really high. And that wasn't very fun. Because like if you've played something like Shadow Tower, then that's not what makes those... That's not what makes the difficulty in that game enjoyable. It's having to like make constant decisions about like your health and your armor, and because like armor is constantly degrading and weapons are constantly degrading, you need to use your health potions in order to you need to use your health to repair stuff so that you can not only do damage but also take less damage, but then you also need health potions to restore your health so that you don't die from the enemies. So there's this constant like there's this constant sense of like deliberation over like what equipment do you repair, what do you leave to rot, what equipment do you trade in for more health potions. It's very easy to softlock yourself in Shadow Tower. Anyone that gets through Shadow Tower without softlocking themselves is very, very talented. It's me. And most of the people I know actually that have put me in Shadow Tower, so it's good compliment. Mm. European extreme mode is harder than extreme. You game over if you are spotted. Oh, I don't know if I would like. Oh, maybe I would actually. Actually, no, that might not be too bad, because the way that I play a lot of stealth games is that if I get spotted, I try to let them kill me, because I don't want to. It takes too long. It takes too long for their like aggro to reset after I get back into hiding, especially if it's happening too often. So I'd rather just like I'd rather them kill me and then restart. So it's actually not that bad of a difficulty option if you care about like playing in a way where you don't get spotted. Then yeah, that's kind of, because I've played games that basically if I get spotted then it's game over anyway. Like that's just how I've that's just the restriction that I've imposed on myself. I'm not even very good at stealth games. It's insane how good Splinter Cell's Chaos Theory looked on Xbox. It really is. It really is. It's gorgeous. Also, I really like Pandora Tomorrow. I think the art style for that game was very cool. A very, very interesting locations that you were going for. Stay hydrated, thank you. Mm. I miss Spyworks Mercs. I don't think I ever played it because I was too anxious about it. I get very anxious about those kind of asymmetric multiplayer modes, but yeah. Actually, I get kind of anxious about most multiplayer modes. I must go now. Have a good stream. Bye, puppy. Thank you so much for lurking. I hope you have a great rest of your day. You ever started running a roguelike with the expectation it would be a short one and you can have dinner afterwards because the run is over 3 hours now and I'm so hungry? Bear, what game? Oh, Musume. I suppose it is a roguelike. I wasn't sure if you turned the difficulty up for that or not since I showed up late to your playthrough. It's just the regular hard mode. But it's already annoying because I turned off the Soliton Raider and I've been playing this blind, so I remember when I was playing it years ago, I did notice that the Soliton Radar made it kind of cruisy. Like if you could see the enemy vision cones and you could see like everything, um then it kind of makes it relatively simple to get through the game, at least from the bit that I played. As soon as you turn off the radar, then suddenly like it becomes, aside from like any increase in like damage that you might end up taking, I wasn't sure if you turned the difficulty up or not. Oh, right. This was in relation to Lunacid. In that regard, shows how it qualifies as a survival horror game, I suppose. I would definitely consider it to be a survival horror game. I definitely consider it to be a survival horror. I think it has a lot of the hallmarks of one. Roguelike recommendation: Hyper Rogue. Everyone play Hyper Rogue. Interesting. What is that game? If I remember correctly, Shout How works with the PlayStation mouse via DuckStation. Oh, really? I never played, never thought to try. I kind of find the control scheme kind of relaxing. Like once you get used to how it wants you to control the game, it's not too bad personally. Good morning, hi Lexi. Hi Lumi, hi. Good morning. There was an elevator. Is it here? I don't think there's a camera on the bottom floor so we can explore. I assume that the enemy patrols are going to respawn as well, but that just means we get more chances for murder, so that's fine. Alexi, murder act, begin. Is there a button? Oops.
Snake, use the elevator to move from floor to floor. To call the elevator, press the button on the nearby control panel by pressing the action button. The elevator should show up in no time.
It's circle. Ding dong. Let's go to the B1. Hyperrogue is a game with a non-Euclidean geometry, but like actual non-Euclidean, not Euclidean, but with pause, and it's awesome. That sounds cool. I should probably wait.
What's up, Snake?
I should probably save just in case. I've spent 53 minutes.
Snake, remember what the Gaul said. The graveyards are full of indispensable men. Snake, you're all alone and surrounded by bad guys. Try to be careful and avoid getting into a fight whenever you can.
You're right. Wow, you know all sorts of great quotes, don't you?
Well, both my parents are from Guangdong, China, but I was born and raised in America. I've always liked reading literature from both sides. Kinda keeps me in touch. I'll share some more quotes with you if you like.
I'm looking forward to it. But to tell you the truth, I'd like to learn more about you.
Well, I'll think about it.
I find the dialogue very charming. Really? Hi, welcome. I love the mailing codec calls. They're really cute. I think the writing is very charming. I was actually thinking about like what exactly is it that like makes It's not an easy question to answer, but whoops.
Snake, if you want to go up or down a ladder, just press the action button by the ladder.
Gotcha. There's something very like charming about PlayStation 1 JRPGs, for instance, like I think all of the Final Fantasies, like Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, Final Fantasy 6 as well, particularly like sticks out. It would be interesting to I kind of know what it is. I kind of know what it is. But it's Metal Gear as well. Maybe it's also like the charmingly like charmingly like almost sincere. No, then if it's charming, if it's good because it's sincere, then that means that we're calling like other types of writing like pretentious, and I don't like doing that. I don't like calling writing pretentious, especially when I probably like a lot of writing that people would consider to be pretentious.
Snake, the DARPA chief's signal is coming from somewhere in that area. Isn't there some place to drop down? Take a look around in first-person view mode.
Cool. Remember Big Chungus? You mean you mean the Looney Tunes character? I beat Stellar Blade yesterday, but I don't know what to play next. Oh, let's go! I'm so proud of you. What do you have on your backlog? It can be. Oh, okay. I was just going to look down, but I got a cutscene instead.
Who's that?
I'm here to save you. You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
You here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt.
Really? It's true. You don't look like one of them. In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They could launch a nuke.
How do they plan to launch? I thought this place was just for keeping the dismantled warheads. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
What I'm about to tell you is classified information. Okay? We were conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A weapon that will change the world.
What?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the Earth. A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
Ew.
Metal Gear.
Plus check.
It can't be.
You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
How did you know?
We've had a couple of run-ins in the past. So that's the reason you were here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a godforsaken place like this?
I had heard the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
On the contrary, it's grown into a huge joint project between ArmsTech and ourselves. We were going to use this exercise as raw data and then proceed to mass production.
Well.
If it hadn't been for the revolution,
Revolution?
Rex has fallen into the hands of Metal Gear Rex. The code name for the new Metal Gear prototype. They're probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex. These guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
But I thought that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yes, of course, there is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are 2 passwords?
Yes, Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker, the president of Arms Tech.
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password. There can be no
Oh.
launch. But they
Mary,
found out
hi,
my
welcome.
You talked?
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't resist.
Psycho Mantis.
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
Psychic
This is
powers,
bad.
High Red.
It's just a matter of time before they get Baker's too.
If they find out Baker's password,
Yes, they'll be able to launch a nuke anytime. But there is a way to stop the launch.
what?
The card keys.
Card keys.
They were designed by Armstech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do that,
Yes, you can
Yes.
stop the launch.
That card key.
so where are the keys?
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys. Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement.
I heard the guards say they moved him to an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes, they cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color? Here, take this. It's my ID. card.
Sorry, I'll communicate with everyone after this cutscene. It's a long
called
one.
A PAN card.
Pan
It works
card.
together with your body's own electrical field.
Personal area network, huh?
It transmits data using the salts in your body as the transmission medium. As you approach the door's security devices, they'll read the data stored in the card.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha.
Wow.
Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
No.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
So does the White House plan to give in to the terrorists' demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon. What is it?
Oh my gosh.
Hey, what happened?
Oh my gosh, he's dead. The idea of chip cards was so advanced in 1997.
Dead.
Dead.
Naomi, the chief. What happened?
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but
A heart attack?
Colonel, are you hiding something from me?
Absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand. This op is security level red. You need the highest security clearance to get access to the complete file.
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
I told you, the Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support. Snake, we don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.
Okay, sorry. It was either Gex 3 or play through the final. What? Wait, hang on. Why can't I pause? Hmm. Funny how I know who that character is, despite not having played this game. Diarrhea Boy. I was either Gex 3 or play through the Final Fantasy VII remake. Gex 3 is quite good. I like Gex 3. Did you enjoy the other Gex games? Because I would say that Gex 3 is the best of the trilogy. But it can also be, I know what you mean. It's like one of those games, you know, kind of like a B tier platformer game. It's not perfect, but I still think it's very enjoyable. It's probably a good break from Stellar Blade, and then you could maybe go in and enjoy it. But I do personally really enjoy Final Fantasy VII Remake. Also have the 50-cent game on PlayStation 3. Also Millie, don't be sorry. Thank you for the I'll do another pause check because it's kind of slumping. Hi Mary, hi. How are you doing? Not good at all, but I thought I would stream because if I didn't stream, then I was probably just going to take a tablet to sleep and then wake up sad the next day. So, improvement. An improvement. Tiny Fairy uncovers government secrets. Hi, Red. Looks like getting 30 billion. What? The boss that needs to plug the controller into the second port. Yeah. Yeah, very, very cool. Hi, Ultima. Hi, welcome. Only being Gex 2, I got stuck on Gex 1 in Rhizopolis. I'd probably say that you will enjoy. It depends if you're in the mood for another. I guess it depends if you're in the mood for something that's kind of a 3D platformer or something that's more of an RPG Yakuza type of game. I hug you, take it easy. Thank you. It's oh yeah. I don't know. Oh my gosh.
So you killed the chief, you bastard! Liquid? No, you're not. Don't move!
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking. Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful, I'm no rookie.
Liar. That nervous glance, that scared look in your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. You've never shot a person, am I right?
You talk too much.
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
I told you I'm no rookie!
You're not one of them, are you?
Open that door. You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here.
Looks like we'll be a little delayed. What
Oh my gosh.
Don't think, shoot!
Don't think, shoot. Wise words indeed. On a positive note, my Japanese done exam is finally done. Oh my gosh, let's go! Let's go! I'm so happy. That's awesome! Yippee! Yippee, yippee, yippee. I've been really enjoying Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, but I think I'm near the end. I think I think it's a game that has like a lot of personality to it. I did get kind of burnt out on it. I kind of regret it, but that's not really the game's fault. I was enjoying all of everything about it. I just kind of got a bit too much at a certain point. But I still like it. I can finally play video games without feeling guilty. Yay! That's awesome. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Hope the technical espionage fairy is making some good progress with the game. I think I'm making okay progress considering that I'm playing on hard mode. It's been difficult, but it's been fun. When I saw Alexia was streaming the first Metal Gear Solid, I had to stop everything I was doing and join. Hi Alvidus, hi, welcome. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really enjoying myself so far. Bang 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 bang. Bang 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 bang.
What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie.
I'm telling you, shoot!
I love the guy with the butt in the air at the back. Bang 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 bang. Oops. Russian. Oh, yeah. Mine. I was just like, wait, what are those things on the ground? What are those things on the ground? Hi, Kirsty, hi. You remind me I have a JP exam on Saturday and have not studied. Oh no, back! Get that study in. Get that study in while you can. What does it mean? I don't think I've ever played any of the mainline Metal Gear Solid games on hard. Something about tons of dialogue and painfully repeating sections made my brain want to explode. I only beat Metal Gear Solid 4 on the hardest difficulty because that was the only one I beat that had a selectable. Where I did beat Metal Gear Solid 3. I still haven't played, well, I'm playing Metal Gear Solid 1 and I haven't played Metal Gear Solid 2 yet, so I'm looking forward to that. But at the time when I played Metal Gear Solid 3, I was kind of young and it was overwhelming, so I didn't want to I didn't want to try it on the hard mode. I hope it's okay to mention this, but you can quickly equip and unequip items with the right bumper and also reload your guns. Oh, that is very helpful. That is very helpful. Thank you. That being said, I completed a ton of Peace Walker missions on hard. Oh, so there was a hard mode because I remember I remember doing stuff in Peace Walker on hard. Bang bang
What are you
bang.
waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie.
I'm telling you, shoot!
Ah. Owie. Owie. No, not again. Not again. I wasn't paying attention. I'm not sure it was exclusive to the HD edition or not, but some of the missions, they didn't have an outright hard toggle, had a special hard variant. I think I tried to play Metal Gear Portable Ops, but I never never got around to it. Also, people were like, "Yeah, no, it's not worth playing." So I kind of just ignored it. Oops. PS1 actually like controls really well for a PSP game. I guess it kind of makes sense though, because like
What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a
don't talk to me like a rookie.
I'm telling you, shoot!
Means to ask, Metal Gear Solid came out in 1998. Do you know if PS1 games before it had so much voice acting? I don't think. No, I don't think so. When was Kadelka? Kadelka, because Kadelka really stands out um as a game with a lot of voice acting, very good. It was 1999, yeah. So a little bit afterwards. But yeah, it would have to be I suppose the Discworld games did, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I think some point and click adventure games would have had a lot of voice acting, but it would have been among the first. It was because of the CDs, because you could fit so much stuff on a CD, and then you have 4 discs. I think it was 4? No, 2, it's 2. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 2 discs. But yeah, it's cool to think about. There was voice acting, but this was one of the games was the one with the most for PlayStation 1 era. Yeah. There's definitely voice acting, like, I don't know, just a random example, but Ape Escape 1. I also, with Ape Escape 1, I've talked about this before because I'm very passionate about it. Um, because I don't know if everyone knows, but I don't have many, but the voice
You're good.
the voice redeems I do have, the "you're good" is like that's from Ape Escape. That's what Katie says to you every single time you finish a level, and it makes me so happy every time I hear it. But I only like the PAL region voice acting. I think the voice acting for Ape Escape in America is horrifying. Which is weird because
I won't lose.
I won't lose. That's Spectre. That's what he says right before he loses. um, but yeah, I I
You're
think
good.
you are good. I think that that the voice acting in Ape Escape 1 really made the game for me. I'm very passionate about the PAL dub, and I really like Buzz and Spike and the Professor. I like all of their voice actors. I feel like it just suits the characters perfectly. And I don't think that like the future Ape Escape games quite well the future Ape Escape 2 and 3 are a lot sillier, which is I guess fair because like Ape Escape is kind of a silly concept. Ape Escape 1 weirdly enough took itself kind of seriously. Like it's goofy, but it's very like sincere with its storytelling, like the different character arcs and even some of like the themes with like Spectre being a monkey at from the amusement park that everyone loved, but then finally like gets his own chance at like intelligence and then takes things too far. And I don't know, it just kind of struck a chord with me. I really I really like Ape Escape 1. I really like Ape Escape 1, and the voice acting is perfect. The voice acting in the NTSC version makes my ears bleed out my and I want to perish. I hate it. It sounds awful. It sounds dreadful. But also in Ape Escape 2 and 3, the PAL voice acting is like so goofy. they made it all so silly. Like any kind of like sincerity that the Ape Escape 1 dub had was like all flushed away. And a lot of the characters sound like Bill and Ben, the Flower Pot Men. Like I'm pretty sure the main character sounds like the voice actor that was in like half the British TV, British children's cartoons, and then in the NTSC dub, it's Misty and Ash, which is weird. I'm not sure. I think the PAL version dub for Ape Escape 2 and 3 is funny. I think the one for the America might have been like slightly better. Maybe I could replay both of them. Replay Ape Escape 3 with the NTSC dub. Just that would be a fun way to experience it because I've only ever, but yeah, I don't know. I was always kind of a little bit upsetty about the change in direction after Ape Escape 1. Don, hi, welcome. I remember when Star Fox 64 came out, when I played this, I was like, wow, they talk a lot in this game. Yeah, it was a big deal. PS1 wasn't the best format for voice acting, I guess. There's plenty of PC games with full voice acting by this point. Metal Gear Solid is probably the first console exclusive. Hi, Elle, hi. Good. Some of the Discworld games depends which version. The 90s re-release of the adventure games for PC had some voice acting. There was the heap of voice acting in some mid-90s, like Command and Conquer and Sam Max. Yeah, it was a lot of point and click adventure games. Lexi, hardcore Ape Escape fan. I am. I am. Ape Escape is the one game that I would actually consider speedrunning. I usually don't consider speedrunning stuff, but yeah. Um I would genuinely I would genuinely think about it doing it maybe one day. Um hmm. Been playing since playing the 1996 3DO FPS Killing Time with FMV cutscenes and slightly voice acted enemies. Goofy game. That sounds fun. There was a 3DO game I was actually looking into playing a little while ago. Ape Escape 3 is probably my favorite though. I'd say that Ape Escape 1 and Ape Escape 3 are probably, well, no, I do like Ape Escape 1 more for a bunch of reasons. But I think Ape Escape 3 is so fun. Ape Escape 3 is so fun. I love the transformations. The monkeys, it's got better gameplay. Most of the vehicles are relatively fun to use instead of being like mostly painful. The story is funny. It has Metal Gear Solid, which is amazing. Bing, 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 bing. Meryl just tanking the blast. Not that I would ever do such a thing. Yay, we live! I think 100% in Ape Escape 3, it seems too tedious. Hang on. Thanks for the help.
Wait!
This is so funny. Zoom in on the butts.
You fool! You've killed him!
I'm sorry, sir.
His mental shielding was very strong. I could not dive into his mind.
Now we'll never get that detonation code.
Boss, I have a good idea.
my gosh, what is going on? One thing I really like.
Just like that.
One thing I really like about wait, hang on. We'll get back to this. Hopefully, I remember.
Naomi, I just had some kind of hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
No, Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was it?
It must have been psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound's psychic. Think of it as a mental feedback loop.
So that was Mantis.
Cam Clark is so good as Liquid. It's a very iconic performance. Oh yeah, with Ape Escape 3, the first time I played it, because as a kid I was a little bit, again, very big Ape Escape fan, so kind of it's not too surprising that I would be a little bit disappointed by the second and third games when they're so different. I definitely appreciate them a lot more, especially 3. I haven't replayed Ape Escape 2 in a while. I think some of the levels in Ape Escape 2 are honestly a bit dull. But anyway, going back to what I was about to say. Ape Escape 2 definitely also has like a lot of good points. But with Ape Escape 3 and 100%ing it, I actually 100%ed it on stream when I played it a couple of years ago. Oh my gosh, wait. Was it a couple of years ago? Oh my gosh. No, that's crazy. And it's not as bad as you think it is, because they give you like this this suit, this transformation that it's like a monkey suit. And it looks like every single level looks like it has like, oh, you've got to like find 15 monkeys. But with the monkey suit, you go into a secret hidden room and there's like 7 monkeys in that room. So you actually only need to find like 7, 3, 2, something like the most of them are really easy to find, especially with the radar. It was very simple and very easy to catch the rest of the monkeys I found in Ape Escape 3. I keep forgetting in terms of old games, I need to get through Panzer Dragoon Saga. Oh my gosh, me too. Me too. I need to really get around to it. I've got so many games I want to play. I do really want to replay on Metal Gear Solid 3 as well, because it's been such a long time. It's been such a long time. It took me a couple of runs to realize that Meryl Swain was meant to be risque. Yeah. Yeah, it's his Snake's butt sensor just like went off. It's kind of a weird thing though, because like Meryl's using a very feminine, a voice with like a lot of feminine intonation and like high resonance, right? Like it's a very womanly voice. And then I guess the twist is like, oh my gosh, Meryl was a woman, because you could see like the hip swaying, but you already kind of knew because of how she sounded. Like it would have been a better twist if she had gone like, ooh, I'm an angry man dude guy thing. Grr. You know? That reminds me, when I played the Metal Gear Solid board game recently, Meryl can put on a guard's disguise, and the guard minifig you swap to does indeed have the detail that gives Meryl away as a guard. That's amazing. Also, the slight sexism. Well, I guess guards can't be women. Unless it's Sniper Wolf. Sniper Wolf is the exception, apparently. Monkey Room. Metal Gear Solid 3 remake is coming out in a few months. That will be interesting. It will be interesting. I'm kind of excited just because, again, I want to see how different it is. I should save, actually. I'm playing this very slowly, but I don't care. But radar. Suddenly, woman. Samus is a woman. I love how you can look below while you're in the air vents and hear a guy say, "Yep, that woman is built alright." I wish I realized where I was and I got to see. Or maybe I guess I'll just have to replay the game at some point. Thank you for the stretch.
What can I do for you, Snake?
Save the game. I do really miss when like save it started around.
Snake,
Hang on.
listen to what Lo Chi said. He who knows that enough is enough will always have enough. Just because you see an item doesn't mean that you always have to get it.
But
If you don't really need it, think twice before you stick your neck out. It might
But-
not be worth it.
but item.
Snake, Psycho Mantis has the power to read people's minds. He got the DARPA chief's detonation code. Hurry up or he'll get Baker's code too.
That's right. If terrorists get Baker's code, they'll be able to launch that nuke anytime they want.
Yeah, they'll use Metal Gear to do it. Colonel, did you know they were conducting a military exercise here using Metal Gear?
I didn't know.
Really?
Snake, you've got to understand. I'm just the middleman in this operation. Anyway, hurry up and get to the second floor basement. You've got to save the Arms Tech president before the terrorists find out his code.
You know, something that's interesting about Metal Gear Solid as a game is that it really was, I'm pretty sure it was a lot of people's like introduction. Like, again, I guess I'm only talking about my cousins, but my cousins had never played like Metal Gear 1 and 2. Like, they didn't know what this story was. So it does kind of drop you into a game that has like a lot of lore and stuff that has happened, and it doesn't necessarily like explain everything to the player, but I think that it works kind of well because it like sets up a lot of mysteries. Like they were talking about like retrieving big bosses like Cadaver earlier in the game, and then it's like who's big boss? Metal Gear, what is this? Snake knows what it is, but the player doesn't necessarily know. I like that as like an introductory point. As a potential like new player, you're met with like all of these like kind of interesting mysteries from the outset. And not necessarily given a lot of like it's there if you, because the previous games, so it's kind of a bit like how FromSoft does its storytelling. Like the story's already written out. Like the developers had a story in mind when they're designing the game and the world, or Shadow Tower or anything else. But the pieces of the story are kind of like scattered throughout the game. I think that's really cool. It's a sequel to the original Metal Gears, and it does bring it up a lot. I think it clicks so easily if you're a first-time player too. I agree. I think it does a really good job of doing that. Honestly, in a lot of ways, this plays like a 3D remake of the first two games. Different scenario, but very similar point of view, controls, and progression. Well, I've never played the first two games, but I have seen them being played, and I was kind of thinking about this in, especially with like the Soliton radar. Like with the Soliton radar, being able to like see the positions of where everyone is.
Snake, you've got to think. Your mind is your most dangerous weapon. If things are getting too complicated, try to simplify your thoughts. You can also try calling Campbell for advice.
I love how Mei Ling takes high literature quotes and attaches them to game mechanics. I think it's kind of smart in a sense because like a good wisdom should be applicable to multiple things. So if it's actually like truly good wisdom, and I guess you could kind of like design the game around that same kind of wisdom, like maybe using an item to like bait a player into like doing something that they maybe shouldn't be doing. Oh, Russia, that's right. One day I want to do a series of fan art of the original Metal Gear Solid where everything's the same, only Snake is a cute snake plushie instead. Oh my gosh, that would be so cute. Also, Amethyst, I loved your the art that you posted today. I thought it was really pretty. Elevator. Beep. The radar was a big feature in Metal Gear 2, and the Hindy was also in that, so that's already two more subtle throwbacks. Yeah, it's cool that there's like throwbacks without it being Wait, I kind of want to go back to floor 1 just to see if anything has changed. I'll probably just peek through the door and then go back down. Thank you. You're so welcome. Wow, no loading screen. No, everything's the same. Just the guards have respawned. Very immersive. I mentioned this before, but I love the way that this game looks. Wait. This area is so suspicious. Again, it definitely having no map makes you like advance and oh. Wait, beep? Oh. Let's see. D4. Oh, level 1 door, okay. I hope I haven't missed too much. Oh, we can always go back up in a moment. We need to. Can we do anything with the lockers? Nope, no smoking. No, it tells me what to do. Love how the Alaskan military base has these Looney Tunes death traps. It's really funny. It is very funny. Oops. Grenade. Oh, you can see them. Okay, I want to go back up to that previous floor just to make sure we haven't missed anything, because I didn't realize that you had to have the key card equipped. I don't really approve of getting rid of the radar as a difficulty mechanic because the environments are kind of samey, so it makes navigating harder in a way that feels artificial. I think I agree, but I agree. I think that like a different approach to like it makes it harder in a way that's very kind of annoying. However, I also think that it's like it makes the where are we? Oh. Second bullets. All full up. It makes you like progress in a very like methodical kind of way. Like because there's no like actual first person mode like with the L1 button, for instance. Oh, that's what you mean. I see, okay. I don't know why I read L1 as L2. But I kind of like that you have to constantly go into first person and and check out the environment and just as someone who likes like things that are very like slow paced, I think it makes it kind of more interesting to watch. Maybe I'm wrong about this. I could be very wrong, but I think that games are interesting when they make the person that's playing them think, and like it gives another thing to like talk out loud about, you know? Although it definitely makes navigating a bit more challenging than it would have been otherwise. Hmm. Is that environmental detail or is that actually... Oh no, it looks like... I was like, is this like a cracked wall like in a Zelda game or... So was this area mostly just for... Eh? I can hear this like beeping sound occasionally. Where is it coming from? Where is it coming from? Well, I guess I have to go back to the first floor. But yeah, no, I agree. I kind of would have preferred like a different method of creating like a difficult harder difficulty. Because I always thought that in like Metal Gear Solid 3, for instance. Oh, hello. I always thought it was kind of stressful. I thought it was kind of a bit stressful. Oh. So comes suppressor. Ooh. Muffles, blast, and flash. Oh, I see. Interesting. Now, where is the last guy? He's over there, isn't he? I'm definitely getting better from murdering them. My signal doesn't suck anymore. Yay! Yippee! Let's go. That's good news. But yeah, I do kind of like that it makes you have to like constantly observe your environment. But on the other hand, I also think that I was constantly stressed in Metal Gear Solid 3, and it's always been one of the things, because the perspective is overhead in the version of Metal Gear 3 that I played. Does it want us to go? That's a... level 2 access? Oh, okay. so... There is a door up there. Okay. Did you play the version with the fixed camera? Yeah, yeah. It makes it a lot more difficult when you can't like necessarily see where everything is supposed to be. But I guess as a positive, it means I'm kind of a little bit used to what they're asking me to do here. I'm going to share a take that I saw on Twitter a couple of weeks ago, and I think it's an interesting angle for us to think about these games. Oh, I'd love to hear it. Cardboard box. Yippee! I'm so glad I came back up here. Oh, my chef grenades really full. Can't believe this. Well, at least we know that there's some more chaff grenades. If we ever need them. Okay, back down we go. I do kind of like that for the most part. Like Snake's footsteps are more or less quiet. Did we go in there? I think we did. I think we've been everywhere around here. I just want to have to come back. Just checking one more time. Sorry. Okay, good. Good. It was a games analyst and Kojima superfan arguing that he's an okay writer, but his real talent comes from being a designer who combines gameplay and storytelling in a unique and interesting way. Oh, I think he absolutely does. He's very good at that. He did it in Death Stranding as well. There was a lot of like neat ways that things were video gamified, which I really enjoyed. Despite being someone who is very passionate about like cinematic he's very passionate about cinema. And what door level is this? 6. That's the toilets. Huh? Well, I guess it's the answer isn't good. It has to be downstairs. Yeah. Does it actually want me to use the C4? I'm going to save before I do it. I was thinking of Death Stranding too. I was thinking, well, you can really make a Death Stranding movie when so much of the experience comes from trudging through rough terrain for 80 hours. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They're not just movie games. They're not movie games. They have long cutscenes, but also I don't know. I personally really enjoy long cutscenes. Because I get a little bit of anxiety occasionally when I play a game. I can push myself through it obviously, but something I really enjoy about cutscenes is that they give you a way to like take a break from
What's up, Snake?
from all of like the sneaking and stealth and stuff, and that you can just kind of like sit back and relax for a little bit. I find it really nice. When I was playing through Metal Gear Rising Revengeance the first time, there was a trophy that required you to listen to every single codec conversation. I think it might have been like 90% of them, but there was so many. But I kind of ended up really enjoying it because I was playing on hard mode, so it was already really difficult, so each fight was kind of taxing. And then after I'd like do a difficult section, I just like chill out and drink some coffee or have a drink of something and just sit back and relax and listen to the codec conversations, which I was always enjoying.
Like Shakespeare said, knots It means that your desire can get you into trouble if you're not careful. That goes for items too. Don't get too greedy or you might be sorry. Be careful, Snake.
I think that's a good example of what I was saying before, where no, a foiled. Wait, what's this door? Oh, where do we go? Wait, beep, beep. I'm going to... Okay, well... At least we learned that we can't blow through the wall, and also now we've got all of our C4 back. Great, good job, Lexi. Very played smart. I can give a suggestion that's also an example of the union between gameplay and storytelling that we were talking about. I'd love to hear it. Love to hear it. Where do we go? Unless it wants me to fall through the hole in the floor. No. Or maybe we can talk to Campbell. Expert tactical moves, incredible strategy. Thank you. I love these games, but I don't want to be backseating or anything. No, no, it's fine. It's fine if you ask. It's fine if you ask. I only care if people. Mostly if I think you're a cool person, I don't mind if you backseat without asking first, but in order to like set a good example for I guess it's more if I trust trust people, but I think in order to like set a good example for everyone else, I just try to get people to ask beforehand so that everyone, no random chatters don't start coming in and being like, oh, have you thought about shooting all of the enemies or hiding in a cardboard box? When Snake is pressing itself against the wall, you can press the action button to give these little punches. Oh, wait. Interesting. Actually, that's a good hint.
The walls that were cemented over should look slightly different. Look at the walls carefully in first-person view mode.
Oh,
Have a different pattern.
clever.
Try hitting the wall. Maybe it'll sound different too.
Those C4 explosives you've got should be able to destroy the walls that were cemented over.
Clever, clever, clever. And dry thy throat. Thank you for the hydrate. This is everyone's chance to check with Lexi's think of their code. I realized when I was saying that was the potential implication, but... Oh, wait. Oh. 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 Cool. I guess I was more just saying it from the perspective of like, I don't mind if like a regular, or I don't mind if like people make a mistake, but it's more to, oops. Yeah, you probably understand what I mean. Kaboom, kaboom. We let the streamer opt in to chat help, otherwise we chat. Yeah, basically that. It's basically that. It's like a when I was a very new streamer, I guess two things happened. One, the first was, oh wait, what's this? That looks like a new area transition. So we'll go there in a bit. The first was that someone backseated like me while I was playing a game called Bendy and the Ink Machine, which I didn't even end up enjoying. It wasn't very fun. I mean, it was fine, but you know, no smoking. Oh, that's evil. But they backseated me and they did it wrong, and then they got angry at me for not following their instructions correctly when they were the ones that were giving instructions. So that was one experience, and then the second one that happened like shortly afterwards was when I was playing Evil Within 2. Someone was like, "Oh, Lexi, do you want to know a secret?" I think they were more like, "Hey, Lexi, there's a secret over there." I was like, "Oh, cool, thank you. That's cool. That's very helpful. I like secrets." And then once when I was like talking and not really paying attention to chat, they were like, "I can't believe you just I gave you all of this useful advice and you missed the secret that I was talking about." I was like, "What? I was just talking." So yeah, that was that's why. And it's why as well I would advise if you're a streamer or if you're a new streamer, set a rule about backseating that's like basically either don't allow it at all unless you ask for help, or like get people to ask. Oh, there we go. This is really cool. This is very cool. I also like that Snake punches. Oh, wait, hang on. Aw. Suspicious. I don't think you could see me from this angle. Ha ha ha. Oh, it was a ration. Remember what Mei Ling said? Remember what she said? Remember what she told us? Just because you see an item box doesn't mean you need to get baited over to it. Whoa! Oh my gosh, you didn't see that. That's scary. Oh wait, there was a ration over there. Wait, hang on. All according to plan. All according to plan. Okay, streamer, I will stop backseating. By the way, you missed an item over there. I hope talking about that story again isn't bothersome, but I just think it helps to explain.
He's alive. You're the Arms Tech president, Kenneth Baker, right?
Mm.
Don't worry. I'm here to save you.
No, don't touch it.
C4.
Right. Touch that wire, and the C4 will blow up along with the old man. So you're the one that the boss keeps talking about.
And you?
Special Operations Foxhound. Revolver Ocelot.
Also, that's so cool.
I've been waiting for you, Solid Snake. Now we'll see if the man can live up to the legend. This is the greatest handgun ever made. Colt Single Action Army. 6 bullets, more than enough to kill anything that moves. Now I'll show you why they call me Revolver. Draw! Draw! Hiding won't help you.
No, I want to save the game.
Bullets you see, I make them go where I want.
Stop moaning. Does he like being tied up that much? It's a good example to reaffirm what is good behavior for advice and what's not good behavior. Yeah, I hope that's the intention. I'm just trying to I try to be very very gentle if I can. Recently I've been thinking about how they had Ocelot be voiced by Troy Baker in 5. I feel like a problem with Troy Baker is that a lot of the time his voice acting sounds exactly the same. like like if you know Troy Baker as Revolver Ocelot is just like Troy Baker. It's just like he's a good voice actor, but it's just Troy Baker. It's kind of once you like know that he's in like so many things. I really like Troy Baker. I think he's good in Persona 4. I think he's good in Tales of Vesperia. I thought he was good in a particular Batman game where he voices a certain character who I won't say just in case it spoils it. But I thought he did a very good job in that. What other performances did Troy Baker do that were... Wait, why am I suddenly curious about this? Troy Baker. He's known for voicing Yuri Lowenthal. Oh, he voiced Vincent in Catherine. For some reason, that doesn't seem like a... Like, Vincent and Catherine is very much a Troy Baker voice, but it's also like one of those things where I wouldn't have necessarily picked him. Let's see. He was... I'm just going to go through the ones that Kanji in Persona 4, that one's obvious. He was Abaddon in Darksiders. I don't think I remember. Oh, he was Snow in Final Fantasy 13. That makes sense. I didn't really like Snow. Oh, Snow was okay. I don't think Snow was ever going to be a character that I really liked. He is very anime. He had a lot of like anime performances. Oh, he was a Knight's Contract. I actually really want to stream that. His Ryu Hayabusa in Dead or Alive Dimensions. There's like, oh, he was Velvetores in Disgaea 4. Everyone played the Disgaea series if you haven't done that already. What else? What else? Old Republic. Oh no, that's the MMO. I haven't actually played on Binary Domain, but I should stream that at some point. He was Pyron in Kid Icarus Uprising. Is that the sword guy? No, that's the flame guy. I don't remember. I don't remember him. I really like Kid Icarus. Oh, I don't remember any of his performances in Kid Icarus Uprising. Okay, fair enough. He was various voices in Dragon's Dogma. Let's see. I feel like Booker DeWitt and BioShock Infinite is the point where we get like the Troy Baker voice. Because like once Troy Baker started voice acting Booker DeWitt and like this like AAA gruff American boy man person guy, tough guy, with like the gravelly voice. Like he does it very well. But that's Booker DeWitt is Revolver Ocelot, which is kind of Joel from The Last of Us, which is all of the others. I feel like listening to the dub of JGBA and hearing Jojo speak as angry Matt Mercer was throwing me for a loop, because Matt Mercer has quite a bit of range, but he just chose to be himself but angry. Yeah, I think Matt Mercer is a good voice actor as well. I can't remember exactly what he was in. Oh, he's Cassidy from Overwatch. Matt Mercer and Troy Baker, maybe this is mean, but they're kind of interchangeable. Yeah, it's around, it's like the BioShock Infinite Last of Us, and then we start like getting more and more Pagan Min. He starts to play Revolver Ocelot. He was Nathan Drake's brother in Uncharted 4. Yeah, you kind of get the picture, but it's curious, isn't it? I don't know whether he was in oh yeah, he's in Death Stranding. That's right, that's right. I love this guy for his pro tag. It's so good, he's so good. I think he was in Soul Eater as well. Oh, is he Excalibur? I always liked I'd be kind of interested in. Yeah, he was. Oh, he was White Star as well. I'd be kind of interested in we kind of got off on a massive Revolver Ocelot tangent. Booker is the quintessential Troy Baker voice. It is, which is weird because like it's kind of later in his career. Like a lot of his voice acting is for like anime stuff. A lot of it's for anime, but yeah, it feels like Booker DeWitt. After Booker DeWitt, you just kind of I do really like his performance in Tales of Vesperia. I thought that was a fun one. I think it's because a lot of the roles before Booker, Joel, and Revolver Ocelot, they're kind of like a little bit cheeky, you know? Like Yuri from Vesperia is like a smug little guy. So and Kanji as well is like this tough guy, but then sort of has the softer side. Whereas yeah, I don't know. It's interesting to think about. Snake, hi Creed. Ow. Stop moaning.
I love to reload during a battle.
Stop moaning. Stop. Stop moaning, please. I love to reload during.
The old man's not gonna last too long. Don't you want to settle this?
Sorry, I'm too distracted by him. It's just he's having a great time there in the middle. Get back here, you ugly.
I love the smell of coke.
Should have hit him more.
But to you, it'll be the smell of your own death. Wait a minute.
Nice, nice, nice. Uh-oh. We might be in a bit of a problem. That's okay. We got this, no worries. Oh. Oh, I can reload again. Nice. No, don't run away from me. Stop it! I love cartoon, me too. Me too. Ow. No. Oh no! Oopsie. Oops. 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 Sorry. Sorry about that. Well, at least we stopped. Yeah. A big reason a lot of the biggest VAs have moved from anime to games is because anime in English is largely dubbed in Texas. Because the workers' rights are so bad, they can pay them like shit. Oh my gosh! So it's very difficult to make a career as a voice actor for anime. It kind of has to be a side gig. That's so sad. That's so sad. The game over is Ocelot calling you an idiot. That's really funny. That's really funny. From memory, if you trap over the wires and set the bombs off, you get a unique game over where Ocelot calls you an idiot. Well, I discovered that I've discovered that on my own. Oopsie. Oh well. I think that's funny. I think Really? Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Red treasure train? What does that even mean? A treasure train just started in your channel. Participants can 35% on 5 or more gift subs at level 5. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the gift subs to Jay, to Fall, to Tersmo, to Nimbus, to Peach, to Dusky, to Mimi, to Creed, to Roxy, to Des, to Noel, to Hexes, to Necro, to Al, to Mullet, to Andor, to Cat, to Iluna, and to PC. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's so kind. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. I find it really funny. I felt like such a genius just then. I was like, oh, look at me. I just solved the boss fight. I solved the boss fight. Whoa! Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. Oh my gosh, thank you. That's so kind. Thank you to gift subs to Polly, to Gooey, to Ghosty, to Rasmus, and to Larry. Thank you, you may join me in my box. I don't think there was anything of use in this room, was there? Boom, boom. I think it might have been something useful on the other end. Well, that's useful. So many subs. I know. I know. Thank you again. Ow! Stop it. Thanks for the ration, Lisa. Thanks for the ration. Okay. Only 9 subs off goal. Oh my gosh.
Am I too late?
Am I too late? Oh. Stop it.
He's alive. You're the arms tech president.
It's so funny.
Don't worry. I'm here to save
I
you.
wonder how like the voice direction booth went for this.
C4.
I wonder how the voice direction, like they were like, oh, what do you want me to do for this scene where I'm tied up? Just moan incessantly. Please.
You're the one that the boss keeps
Please.
talking about.
You.
He's vibrating as well.
Fox hound.
Never mind. Stop it.
Won't help you. I understand the bullets you see. I make them go where I want.
Ow.
I loved it. All right. Alive. Let's go. You better hurry.
I've got rations. I can do this all day.
Don't you want to settle this? I love the stuff. But to you, it'll be the smell of your own death.
Wee. Owie. Come back here. No. Kojima played a dude to pretend to be tied up to moan for him. It's very fitting for. Didn't Kojima retweet some like yaoi fan art? I vaguely remember this. I mean, it's kind of undeniable. It's kind of an undeniable element to the series. I'm just, oh my gosh. What's this emote? Choo choo. Miss. You missed. Actually, this one quite. You got the criticals! Oh my gosh. Let's go. Let's go. Before I would have done it for Kojima for free. I remember his, even though I'm wearing a rainbow t-shirt, I'm not a gay post. Oops. Hello, I would like to pick this this C4 up, please. Please? Oh well. Pretty good.
Hiding won't help you. I understand the bullets you see. I make them go.
Ow.
You better hurry up.
Oh,
The old man's not
wait.
gonna last too long.
Where did my... I couldn't I equip my gun? I'm like, when I equip it?
Don't you want to settle this? I love the smell. But to you, it'll be the smell of your own death. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
I didn't know. Wait a minute.
Yay! Let's go!
You're pretty good. Just what I'd expect from the man with the same code as the boss. It's been a long time since I had such a good fight, but I'm just getting warmed up. What? My hand!
Oh my gosh. Whoa, it's getting crazy.
Camouflage. Can't you even die right? You were lucky. We'll meet again. Who are you? I like you. I have no name.
Stop moaning.
That exoskeleton. Who the hell?
You had a ration you made that made more sense than it had to be. I like to make it exciting. I like to make it
Not
exciting.
one of them. The DARPA chief told me he gave them his detonation code. What about yours?
Oh, I get it. Jim sent you.
Jim?
From the Pentagon.
Answer my question. What about your code? There's no time.
I talked.
Thank you for the posture
What?
check.
Now the terrorists have both codes and can launch any time.
It's not like I didn't fight. I managed to resist Psycho Mantis's mind probe.
But the bondage was too much for me.
How'd you do it?
Surgical implants in my brain.
Surgical implants?
Kind of like a psychic insulation. Everyone who knows these top secret codes has it.
Even the DARPA chief?
Of course.
But the DARPA chief said Mantis got his code by reading his mind.
Are you sure you heard him right?
Yeah, I'm sure. In that case, how did they get your code?
I never had any training on how to resist torture.
It looks like he had some fun with you, all right.
Oh, he's not human. I tell you, he loved every second of it.
What happened to your arm?
He broke it.
Looks like you're more than even now. His was sliced off.
Ha, you're a funny man. So the DARPA chief, is he okay?
Dead.
What? Can't be. No, that's not what you promised, Jim. Now you want to shut me up? Oh.
Calm down. What's wrong with you? I just told you I was here to save you. I didn't kill the DARPA chief. He had a heart attack or something.
A heart attack?
Or something.
Oh, don't be a fool.
Anyway, the terrorists have both codes now.
Those boys are totally insane. They wouldn't hesitate to launch.
You wouldn't.
But what do they really want?
Oh, who knows? Maybe they're like us in the arms industry, always looking forward to the next good war.
Well, I'm not gonna let these maniacs start a war today. You still have the card keys?
Card keys?
Card keys?
I heard you had them.
No, not anymore.
What? Who does then? Not the terrorists.
No, that woman.
Woman? Who?
A soldier that was thrown in prison along with me.
A female soldier, it must be.
She said she had just joined up as a new recruit. They threw her in prison because she refused to take part in the rebellion.
A new recruit? Could that be the Colonel's niece?
I gave her the key. Looks like she managed to break out of here, though. I hope she's okay.
I'm sure she is. She's green, but as tough as they come. But how did you know she escaped?
I was in contact with her by codec. Until I was tied up here, that is.
Codec?
Yes, she stole it from the guard. If she still has it, you should be able to contact her.
I'm sure she still has it. What frequency was she at?
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, it's... Oh, sorry. I forgot.
Damn!
Oh, that's right. It should be on the back of the CD case. Try to contact her.
I'll contact her right away. But tell me, if this doesn't work, is there some other way to prevent the missile launch?
On the back of the CD case. Wait. Maybe I could find.
Find Hal Emmerich, one of my
I do
employees.
have Metal Gear. I don't know if I've.
The team leader of the Metal Gear Rex project. A genius at engineering, but a little bit of an oddball. If there's anyone...
Hi, Sana. Hi, Metallics.
It's him.
What if he can't come up with anything?
You'll have to destroy it. Emmerich knows how to destroy Metal Gear.
Where is this Emmerich?
Well, he's probably being held somewhere in the nuclear warhead storage building. It's north from here. That's where he worked.
I understand, but why Metal Gear? The nuclear age ended with the turn of the millennium.
Oh, you're wrong. The threat of nuclear war isn't gone. In fact, it's greater than it's ever been. The amount of spent nuclear fuel and
It's just like Echo the Dolphin.
even today. Listen, have you ever seen a warehouse full of nuclear material?
Real FMVs. Echo the Dolphin on Sega CD.
Waste stacked this high, as far as you can see, because there's still no real way to dispose of the stuff.
So they just close the lid and try to pretend like it'll go away?
Essentially, yes. And they're not even doing a good job of storing it. Many of the drums are corroded, with nuclear waste seeping out of them.
Unbelievable.
Not only that, but several pounds of muff are reported every year.
Muff?
It stands for material unaccounted for. It proves that there's a large and well-organized black market in nuclear materials. Furthermore, since the end of the Cold War, Russian nuclear engineers in particular are out of work with no way to turn. In other words, there's plenty of available nuclear material and scientists for making a bomb. We live in an age when any small country can have a nuclear weapons program.
What about the other superpowers?
Russia and China still maintain a significant nuclear presence. Complete nuclear disarmament is an impossibility. To maintain our own policy of deterrence, we need a weapon of overwhelming power.
You mean Metal Gear.
Yes.
I love the pause
You know
each
our
cutscene.
industry suffered quite a blow as a result of the cuts in military budgets due to this so-called peace.
I remember hearing a lot about mergers and takeovers among the big weapons makers.
Yes, and after my company lost their bid to produce the Air Force's next line of fighter jet, the Metal Gear system was our last ace in the hole. That's why we pushed to have Metal Gear developed as a black project.
Black Project?
Secret projects paid for by the Pentagon's black budget. You can avoid a lot of red tape and get a great lead time on your weapons production. And no one can bother you. Not even those bleeding heart liberals on the Military Oversight Committee.
I need to rewatch this cutscene and pay closer attention to what's being said later,
Right.
if I remember.
It is good business. Anyway, Metal Gear was going to be formally adopted after the results of this exercise were analyzed.
I don't give a crap about you and your company.
Yes, that's about what I'd expect from a grunt like you. Here, this is what you came for, right?
What's that?
An optical disc. It's all here. The main hard drive was destroyed by gunfire. This is the only remaining copy of the data.
What kind of data?
All the data collected from this exercise. Don't play dumb. I know you were sent to get this. I hid it from that sadistic maniac while he was torturing me. They don't know this disc exists. Make sure you report this to Jim. To your boss. I'll give you my card too. It'll open up all security level 2 doors.
I mean, it is. Oh my gosh, it's a UMD.
You go on without me. They got my password. They don't want anything else from me.
I have one more question. Who or what was that ninja thing? It looked like you knew something.
That ninja? That was Foxhound's dark little secret.
Dark little secret.
An experimental genome soldier.
You know him?
You should ask Dr. Naomi Hunter from Foxhound. She knows better than I.
Naomi.
You've got to stop them. If it goes public, my company and I are finished.
What? Doesn't Metal Gear use currently existing technology?
Metal Gear itself does, but... What did you do to me? Oh, no. Oh, no, it can't be. Those Pentagon bastards. So, they actually went and did it.
What are you talking about?
They're just using you for...
What the hell?
So many cutscenes. I'll never get to speak again.
Colonel, are you listening? Now he's dead too.
I have no idea.
Don't lie to me.
It looked like another heart attack, but...
Some kind of poison?
Well, there are lots of drugs that can cause a heart attack in large doses. For example, potassium chloride or dioxides, but we won't be able to tell without doing an autopsy.
Damn.
Snake, I want you and Meryl to work together.
Can I trust her?
More than you can trust me. Get in contact with her.
Snake, there's a lot of electrical interference coming from there. It should be okay if you do burst transmission like us, but normal transmission is probably impossible. Try moving away from that area.
Snake, get a hold of yourself.
Naomi, what the hell was that ninja thing? A member of Foxhound?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, we have no one like that in our unit.
Is that right?
Snake, I'm counting on you.
Interesting. Oh, our life went up. Yay. It reflects a lot of Kojima's anxieties as someone who grew up during the Cold War, I think. It's a very anti-war narrative in the Metal Gear Solid series, which I find something to be very interesting as someone who is very interested in anti-war narratives during wartime. Did you know that Australia had a very like a very pronounced like pacifist movement that sort of like didn't want like any foreign wars, but also was just like, war is bad, let's not send people to war. And then World War One happened, and then that sort of like all fell by the wayside. And not only did it fall by the wayside to a large degree, but they used World War One in Australia in order to like get people fired up about like about fighting future wars, because it was they pushed the narrative that it kind of like forged Australian. It's forged Australian values, which is very debatable, I guess. Like, obviously it's an important event, but I don't think you could. The idea that it all sort of like started at Gallipoli is like pro war propaganda. At the same time, I think these games also reveal that Kojima, he sort of enjoys these stories of espionage and the visuals of military bases, outfits, and armaments. I think so too. Because like even in Death Stranding, there's still like this I think in Death Stranding 2 it seems like even more pronounced. But even in Death Stranding 1, which is like this artsy game about like trekking, there's still guns. There's still guns and there's still like military things. The guy that you play as is just like a delivery man, but somehow he's still like really good at CQC. I think he just likes it, which is very valid. And I think as well it's very valid to like kind of like the the techie military side when it's in a fictional setting, while also like disliking the way that real conflicts happen, which I think is kind of like the dichotomy. Maybe I'm just thinking about this for the first time. I've never thought about this before, but I think there is kind of like a no, it's like saying dichotomy again. I think I might be one of the only VTubers that regularly uses dichotomy in my streams. I also remember the first time that I went through a phase where I was trying to learn like lots of new words, and I was like, "Ooh, dichotomy is a good one," because it also means to cut someone in half. Like it has two meanings. One meaning is like this, and then the other meaning is to bisect them, to like slice them down the middle. That's awesome. Yeah, but I think there's this kind of dichotomy with Metal Gear games where you kind of got like the cool military like techie stuff. You've got like the cyber ninjas and the codex calls and the military bases, and then you've also got like the anti-war narrative like running right next to all of this, which I think is cool. How cool is it that we fed people into a meat grinder at Gallipoli? Let's do that again. Oh, so cool. Many pieces of fiction are anti-war, but very little from the First World. Anti-imperialist. Yeah, I'd say so as well. Dichotomy is one of my favorite words. It's a great word. It's a great word. It's interesting thing in these games. I was going to write it's the point of tension, but I'm not sure if tension is the right word. I need to think about. It kind of is a point of tension. Maybe it's. I guess I suppose it's not really in tension with each other. There's not really tension. It's not like you know how people got really into like the word ludonarrative dissonance, where they were like, Uncharted is a game where you play as this like charismatic, heroic Nathan Drake who like treasure hunts and is charming and wisecracks, but then at the same time the gameplay is like murdering literally thousands of people throughout the course of the game. It doesn't make sense that this like cold, calculated like killer can also be like this super like charming trickster type of character. And I think the answer is that it's kind of not really. Like what happened, the stuff that happens in the cutscenes, a real world morality kind of doesn't play into the narrative. They're not trying to tell that kind of story when they're trying to tell any kind of a serious story. They did tell a good story in 4, I thought. But I guess if it was ludonarrative dissonance, there would be like a tension between the two. But I don't think there is. I think they're in. It's kind of like how in a lot of Japanese anime you'll get a really serious scene and then you'll have like a gag. There'll be like a gag, and the two elements like conflict with each other on a kind of like a surface glance, but they actually kind of just go together. And I always like the use of contrast, like having, it's how do I put this? This is the worst example I could choose. It's possible to dislike the use of torture, but also think that torture devices are really cool. It's okay to think that the Pair of Anguish is a really cool name, and that the history of torture is fascinating, and also be like, torture is bad. It's kind of like it's kind of the same thing that Metal Gear Solid is doing. Words are neat. I joke, I really like the word dichotomy too. It's a good one. Gojin's dad was very pro-Imperial Japan military and was very strict as a father to raise his kids with military discipline. It really affected him. Oh, interesting. How arcade. I'm mostly talking about how Studio Ghibli films about war are against war and violence, but are very proud of Japan's imperial military might and traditional Japanese values. I could see that, yeah. Can we get an anime fighting game attack where a character just shouts dichotomy kasa? That would be great. Ludonarrative dissonance was annoying, but it was kind of weird that by the third Tomb Raider reboot game Lara was basically the predator. I feel like it was more of a problem maybe in the Tomb Raider games because they took it a bit more seriously. They took it a bit more seriously. Also, wasn't it the way that it was originally used in BioShock, the fact that this particular critic wanted to, because BioShock is based in like Randianism, which I couldn't actually like. I know what it is, but I don't think I could give you an explanation. You'll have to look it up. But it's based in Randianism, but the game promotes like altruism, by like incentivizing you not to kill the little sisters. So in order to like experience this like kind of Randian narrative, the game has like a ludonarrative dissonance because it kind of like incentivizes you to go against like the Randian. Of course, that's assuming that I'd have to reread it's interesting anyway. There's a lot more to the entire thing than maybe people remember, and it kind of got like a little bit oversimplified as well. Like it was specifically about the fact that BioShock was supposed to be about this like particular philosophy and seeing what it would have been like for it to be in action and to kind of like role play a character that is experiencing like this Randian city. But then at the same time the game is also like, why don't you save the little sisters? Why, instead of just like doing the thing that like makes objective sense, why don't you do the thing that's compassionate? But then they also kind of like incentivize saving the little sisters by making them give you like little gifts, and then basically by the end of the game it's kind of like it makes more objective sense to like save the little sisters than it does to like sacrifice them. So the entire like moral conundrum kind of becomes a bit moot. But also I think this particular critic was like, there shouldn't have been a choice to begin with. It should have made you uncomfortable to participate in, which I think is interesting. They're anti-war that Japan loses. True. Hi Rose, hi. There's going to be a character in Death Stranding 3 called Dichotomy. He's going to fight with a huge pair of scissors. He's going to explain what the name means to you. Oh my gosh, I hope so. I hope so. I do really enjoy the sort of like naming conventions that Kojima uses. It's funny. It's really amusing. I thought BioShock was skewing Randism, which is why the bad guy was named after her. Yeah. I think this particular critic wanted to like live out his Randian fantasies. So he's like, there's a ludonarrative dissonance because the game, according to him, was trying to promote this narrative, but then also doing it in kind of a way so the gameplay and the narrative were not in harmony. There was dissonance between them, but it was always used in that sense, not really in the Uncharted sense of the word. Need more cutscenes. BioShock suffered from a terrible rewrite before release. Oh, that's not good. I could see that. I wonder what the rewrite was, because I could see that happening. How do I get out of this room? Oh. Right. Do I have any more C4? Because I would really like to... No, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Her baby mon. I think there should be a ration around here somewhere. Stockholm bullets. Oh, we need to talk to Meryl. That's right. I forgot. Lexi, it's midnight. Are you ending stream soon or safe to be gone for like 20 minutes? Oh. Is this a sign? Is this a sign? Yeah, let's let's end now. Let's end now, and I'll try and find the back of the CD case tomorrow. Yeah. That was really fun though. I've enjoyed myself.
Snake, in China they say you must cross the river before you tell the crocodile he has bad bread. Do you know what that means? It means that the wise man avoids danger first. Use your brain to avoid traps and stay away from the enemy.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much. Thank you for the stream. It was lots of fun. I'm glad everyone enjoyed it. I'm glad that I streamed because again, I felt so incredibly terrible before streaming that I was like, I don't know if I can even do this. But I'm glad that I was able to. I'm glad that I was able to. What do we raid? Always a struggle. Always a struggle. I think I might raid Hio. She's playing Shenmue, which is a game I really like. One last stretch, thank you. Yeah, it was really fun. It was really fun. I'm sorry you've been feeling bad, Lexi. Stream was really fun. I hope whatever's causing troubles at the Rainy Lake passes. I hope so too. I hope so too. There's a small part of me that feels like it might never pass. But I think that I think that streaming is very good for my brain. I think that it's very good for my brain because I was feeling very bad at the start of the stream and now I feel really good. And like nothing's changed. I guess it's just good to it's good for my brain and my mental health. I just have fun doing it. I love streaming. It's fun. I don't think I'll ever. I mean, I don't want to commit myself to anything, but unless something happens, I don't think I'll ever stop streaming. I can't imagine burning out because before I was streaming, I was a YouTuber. I used to do some like Let's Plays on YouTube, and even back then, I was like, I'm never going to quit. I'm never going to quit. I might take a break, but I will never quit. Making Let's Plays, making commentary videos with commentary. I'll never stop streaming, and I didn't. Like I did take breaks occasionally because things got really difficult and I needed to. But I always came back, and I also don't think that I will ever take like an extended hiatus like I used to, because the thing that I realized from doing YouTube was that I actually was always growing. I was always growing as a YouTuber until I took a break. And then as soon as I took a break, then the growth would stop. And then people would come back, but there would be like less people than before. So, unless there was like some reason, I would try not to take a break for too long. And I think knowing at this point, like there was when you were first starting like streaming, you're like, oh, is this something that I actually really enjoy doing? Do I actually do this? Is it just a gimmick? Is it just something that I'm going to lose interest in eventually? I think at different points I didn't know the answer to that question, but now I can say no, it's not. I think I'll enjoy doing it for as long as I possibly can. So yeah, I like that with craftings and music. Good for brain health. It really is. It really is. I hope that things get better. Because it's really difficult. But anyway, thank you so much everyone for coming. Let's go. Oh yeah, let's go read here. Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much everyone. It was really, really fun. It was really, really fun, and I'll look forward to seeing you all next time, whenever that will be. I don't want to say when it will be. It might be tomorrow, but please don't hold your breath for it, because I just don't know at the moment, even more so than I normally do. You just have to be patient. I'll try to announce if I'm doing a stream on Twitter just a little bit before I'll try to make the Twitter announcement of that I'm going live before I make the Discord announcement, if that makes sense. So if you see it, then you've got a little bit of time. If you want to, you don't have to, of course. Tomorrow night. Yeah, but anyway, thank you all. See you next time. Bye. 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 Bye.